it should have to enforce our existing immigration laws. Now, I don't believe that that's racist, because every one of us in this room, I believe, unless we have some American Indians that were always here and their families were always here, all of us came here from somewhere. All of us immigrated here, and I believe we immigrated here legally. So there is no discrimination in that. I don't believe that by the government abdicating its responsibility, it's because to somehow be politically correct. I think that's wrong. So we must first secure our borders and enforce our existing laws. And I believe that we have to do whatever we must do to do that, whatever the cost is, whether it's building a wall, whether it's putting more border security on the borders, whether doing satellite imagery, whatever it is that we must do, I think we must do because it's a matter of national defense.
Ms. Harrington, 1 minute. What is our strategy on strengthening border security and stopping the illegal alien problem?
Well, as all of you know, it's repetitive, but we must continue to finish the fence and the wall and secure our borders once and for all. We must not just send down to Texas and Arizona 1,500 National Guards when they ask for 5,000. So we must start by securing our borders and, as Donna said, enforcing our laws. But in particular in our country, we have to stop giving illegals incentives to come over here. We must continue to punish the employers who will employ them. We must not allow them to enroll their children in school. We must not give them health care. We must not give them anything in this country of any entitlement program whatsoever. We are the enablers allowing them to come. If we cut them off and they have nothing to come here for, they won't come.
Mr. Robert Lowry, what is our strategy on strengthening border security and stopping the illegal alien problem?
First, you have to identify the problem, and you have to identify the cost. They make it emotional, but the fact is, illegal aliens cost you and me over $110 billion a year, according to the Heritage Foundation. Because they are in our schools, in our emergency rooms, they are in our culture, and they're sending their money home, which works very much like South Florida, whereas we have a lot of tourists spending money, it's free, it keeps our economy going. That's what's keeping the Mexican economy going. But this isn't just a Mexican-American thing, this is an ideological thing. Remember when America was free, we had people coming here from all countries, all walks of life, all nations, and they assimilated when we were free. But now we have all the entitlements. We're less free, and the stick or the carrot is just too big. We can build a 50-foot wall, and they're going to build a 51-foot ladder, 50-foot fence, 51-foot ladder to go over it, because the entitlements that are here, you come here, you have a child, you get $1,500 a month of free health care and education. We have to do away with the anchor baby. What we have to do is take a look at who we are as in America. We are the shining beacon in the hill. What we have to do is get back to our basics.
The second question, Ms. Harrington, 2 minutes. It's a little long, but I think it's pretty good. The DREAM Act has been proposed numerous times over the years. Some say that it is an amnesty program. Others say that children shouldn't be punished for their parents' transgression. Would you support or oppose it? And if you oppose it, what is your solution?
The DREAM Act, referring to what we were just talking about with the children coming here and being born on land with 2 illegal parents. I don't support the DREAM Act. As we just discussed, similar to that is the anchor babies. I know our 14th Amendment says anyone born on this land is automatically a citizen, but I disagree with that. People come here illegally, both parents broke the law to come here, and because they were born on this soil should not give that child the right to be an American citizen. I think people are coming here knowing they can get away with that, and in turn, if they get caught, the parents themselves will be granted and allowed to stay here. It's a matter of national security, it's a matter of our border security. This is another thing we need to work on to keep people from wanting to come here. Discourage them by not allowing them free health care in the school systems, everything. So by allowing this to happen and not changing this, they will continue to come here and live freely off our nation. We all pay our taxes, we all work extremely hard, and we want our money put to good use. And we talked earlier about entitlement programs. This is just another entitlement program by them coming here, living off our system. We are all immigrants of this great nation. My great-grandfather in 1913 was deported back to Canada because he broke a simple law of punching someone. So now we can do so much more and allow people to come to this country and take advantage of us. Something has to stop. It has to stop now. We can't allow the anchor babies. We can't allow them to continue to come here and live off our system. Thank you.
Mr. Lowry, 1 minute. The DREAM Act has been proposed numerous times over the years. Some say that it is an amnesty program. Others say that children should not be punished for their parents' transgression. Would you support or oppose it? And if you oppose it, what is your solution? 1 minute.
I definitely oppose it. When they word that it's children suffering from the parents' transgression, what if the guy robbed the bank and now serving time? Is this child now suffering so he shouldn't go to jail? Breaking a law is breaking a law. Guilty is guilty. No matter what the law, we're a nation of laws and we should support that. If we denigrate that principle, then what law can we break next week? Maybe not pay our taxes. Children basically are the nationality of their parents. It's that way in every other country, and it should be that way here. I actually agree with Lindsey Graham. He was on just a couple nights ago, and what he wants to initiate is a rewriting of the 14th Amendment. I would agree with that rewriting, because it was really meant for the slaves and their children, so we wouldn't have any catch-22s. But that time for our history is over. Now we have to take a look at who we are as a nation. What we need to do with these children is allow them to go back to their original country with their parents. That's what we would do if my children were born in a foreign country. That's what we should do as America.
And time. Ms. Milo, the DREAM Act has been proposed numerous times over the years. Some say that it is an amnesty program. Others say that children should not be punished for their parents' transgression. Would you support or oppose it? And if you oppose it, what is your solution? 1 minute.
I oppose the DREAM Act, and the solution is quite comprehensive because I don't believe that we're a nation that routinely rounds people up and throws them off of our country unless they broke the law or unless they've done something. We have 12 to 20 million people in this country that are currently here illegally, and many of them have children and many do not. So how do we deal with that problem? It's a very complex problem. We cannot give amnesty. We cannot give amnesty, but I don't believe we have the resources to round people up and throw them out of here. So I believe that people have to be, they have to be able to come up and show that they've not committed a crime, that they're not wanted for any type of crime here, give DNA, give fingerprints, and then pay a fine, a severe fine, and then not be allowed to be citizens of this country. They have to be on a path to legalization for 15 years, not be able to vote, not be able to become citizens, and basically live paying their taxes, doing everything they need to do before they're even allowed to ask for any type of citizenship.
We have a couple of repetitive ones here, so I'm just going to do one off the cuff. 2 minutes, Mr. Lowry. There's a lot of talk about the Arizona law here in Florida, at least in the gubernatorial race. What are your opinions on the Arizona law here in Florida?
The Arizona law, I believe, is a well-written law. The first draft that Bill McCollum didn't agree with is not the final draft, and I support his position that we need a similar law just like that in every state of the union. If the federal government is not willing to protect our borders, we as states have that right. It's called the 10th Amendment. Further, just to echo the point about the children and the DREAM Act, what you're talking about fairness to the children. What about the gentleman I just had lunch with that came here in 1967 from Costa Rica and enlisted in the Army, fought that war, stayed in the Army, was wounded, Purple Heart. He paid the price for our freedom to become a citizen of this great nation. He worked for it. Didn't just have a child in this great nation. If we denigrate our citizenship, which is one of the most honored privileges in this planet, because of our freedom that is endowed by our Creator, not man-given, then who are we, and what do we have left? So although we are the most compassionate nation on earth, and I do believe that, It's Judeo-Christian compassion, not the compassion of the government.